Oh, well, let's see. Um, this kind of sucks. Okay. Well, for anyone who is actually watching, hello, I'm Kristen. And apparently there's a little bit of miscommunication. Now I kind of feel bad. Okay, well, let me just jump in with what I was going to talk about, which is if anyone actually familiar with Mary Kay products, I know some of you got samples, and I was hoping to use those little color cards as a chance for you guys to watch and learn and ask questions. It's a little harder to do it when you're, talking to your camera and you have no way to know what people are saying or doing. I'm hoping that you'd comment in the chat. Let me pull up on Facebook on one tab. All right, I see. Oh, hi, Sarah. Okay, well, we'll make this work, awkward as it is. I just don't want to keep losing the screen every time someone messages me on Messenger. So I will do my best to not lose you there. And if I recall correctly, Sarah, let me see, what did I send you? I actually wrote stuff down. Oh, you had green eyes and brownish red hair, and you were concerned about fine lines. So in case you didn't notice, I threw in a day cream without SPF. That's something that we use. It's a very basic skincare line, but it's great because it's anti-aging, natural plant-based antioxidants. And if used on a daily basis, it will help protect your body when you go out the door because it seals off your skin. That's what a moisturizer does. It keeps moisture in and gives you a little moisture. And depending on your skin type, normal, dry, or combination oily, I would then, of course, recommend one of those two formulas. Not everyone does skin type specific skincare, so that's the logic behind that. And as far as the color card goes, it doesn't matter what your skin type is. It's just a matter of, we have found using a color wheel, it's more important to have colors that are complementary to your eye color than to try to match your outfit. Hopefully your outfit is something that you like, whatever color it is, and it already looks flattering on you. So you shouldn't have to be, trying to coordinate your makeup to your clothes. Plus your clothes are going to change, your eyes do not. So the way I look at it is you want something that's going to look good on you all the time. And I can give you like a quick 5-minute walkthrough of color products besides the color card. Like we have a foundation, a CC cream, and a few other products that I find to be kind of like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a quick hack. If you can get through using those, what usually happens is that you don't have to do a lot of heavy duty preparing. I'm not talking clearly today. And that's simply because your skin should already be a little healthier. Oh man, really? Well, I was going to do this anyway. So whether you have your samples on hand or not, I was going to teach anyway. Figuring you can always just remember what I tell you and you could then apply. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So I'm going to do a lot of stuff on my face and you can kind of be amused. I will try my best to be entertaining. We have something called a foundation primer. I call this baby pothole filler. This is what I use basically to fill in bumps, lines, and wrinkles. Not that I have a lot, but it's clear and it's silky. It's kind of silky smooth. So I focus on the areas that really need the TLC. Some places foundation sticks better than others. It's actually a little bit mattifying, although we carry an oil mattifier. This is a separate entity. And because we're going to do color today, I'm using our eye primer, which is white, to brighten up the eye surface area of the eyelids. And it's meant to, I'm going to need a mirror in a minute to see what I'm doing. So don't mind me if I look like I'm just staring off into nothingness. There's a mirror here. Basically, like white paper versus yellow paper, color shows up better on the white paper. That's the thinking behind this. Now, because I got dark circles, and although I use our eye cream and hydrogel eye patches, which that's what I do in a skincare class, we have our under eye corrector. You might notice here it's kind of peach colored. I have a little bit of a purplish dark circle. I'm Italian. It's always going to be the way it's going to be. So I put a dot of this under each eye, and I use a cream color brush from our brush kit. Actually, I think that might be an item that gets sold separately. But either way, it helps stipple under the eye area so that you're getting a nice even distribution. Actually, go into the little socket here. I got a little bit of a shadowy spot there. I don't know if you're following me or not. I haven't seen any more comments come in. I've got the comments open on my phone off to the side because I'm using the computer screen on Facebook to kind of show me if anyone's watching. And of course, if I'm talking to myself or not. Now I have eyebrows, like big eyebrows, and I've overplucked some of them, but other parts I have plenty of hair. So I comb through it with our eyebrow brush. This thing has a little cover at the end, but it's a thin eyeliner brush that we use with our gel liner, or if you use mineral eye color as an eyeliner. The brow is a mechanical brow pencil. We also have a tinted brow gel, but I like this one because it's adjustable. And what I can do is I can draw in little strokes, kind of mimic hair, and fill in any areas that I'm missing. And you might be going, where am I supposed to put these lines? Well, I put them here, straight up and down against the nose, across the pupil, kind of giving you a little point here where you can mark a dot. And then here, they're on the corner of your eye, let you know where to stop. So that is where I want to be drawing. And then I would use that brush to soften and comb out what I drew. And I'm going to leave one eyebrow undone so you can see the difference. I know it's going to look a little lopsided, but I think it makes a big difference when your eyes are filled in and when they're not, if that makes sense at all. Now I do these tutorials all the time on YouTube. If you missed this, you can probably go on there and find out and follow. And you can watch those and get a lot of the same pointers that you would from this video in the hopes that you get something out of it. Now, this is my favorite CC cream. It adjusts to your skin tone and it's designed to give you a little sun protection. It's SPF 15. It helps color correct. You might notice I'm a little pink today. I was outside for a bit and I got a little pink in the face. I don't like to expose myself to too much sun since I'm using a retinol product, but I use our liquid foundation brush and I just apply it in a few spots and then I blend. Now you can blend in any direction you want, but finish in a downward stroke so that you end up with no hairs sticking up on end. I don't know if you're a fan of Star Wars, I am, and you look like Chewbacca when your hair stick up on end. I'm not going to do the Chewbacca yell because everyone teases me that I sound silly, but I use this as sort of a prep. I could just go out the door like this with the CC cream, honestly. I just like putting it down before I put on foundation for an extra layer. Because our stuff is so lightweight, you can layer it. You can use our mineral products. We have a Endless Performance cream to powder that comes in a square. We have a mineral foundation that comes in a jar, and you apply it with a brush. I just realized it's lit on both sides. Sorry about that. But I just feel like this has already evened up my complexion a little, which is kind of what you're going for. And then the big sister to this, and I'm switching to our blending brush, which is a soft, almost like a pussy willow, very dense brush. And I'm using our Time Wise 3D, and I'm using combination to oily because I want a more mattified look, but I could also use the normal to dry. CC cream does not have a skin type, but the Time Wise foundations do. So we have like over 30 shades, and then that's in 2 different skin types. So we have something that will work for you. Just like the CC cream, this thing is called IntelliMatch. It actually adjusts to your skin tone. So it might look a little off at first, but trust me, I'm taking my undertone into account as I had matched my skin. And my skin does change over the summer. I do get a tan. So hopefully you would see that I might need to switch to a different number, but I'd stay within the same cool, normal, or warm. I'm a cool. Some people burn when they get out in the sun, some people tan, and other people don't change a bit. And that helps you determine which undertone you are in our Mary Kay foundations. So this is kind of neat. If anyone's curious about actual prices, I wasn't going to go there, but I could. I can post that in the comments below or in the actual group, but the group is going to go away after about a week. I'm not going to keep it up all that time. All right, we got a comment. No, no problem. You didn't miss much. I was just doing CC cream and foundation. 2 variations, but I like to layer. They're actually very useful in their own respective ways. And I won't worry about it too much. That was a private message, she said, but I happen to be paying attention to the screen, so we're good. And let me see here. I'm going to jump right into color now since we already started color. You may not know that, but we're about to start. I like to put on my blush first because it's middle of the face and it balances everything. And just realized how bad my hair looks. Don't mind me. So I'm using a bigger brother to the palette that Darlene would have earned for free. This is how big it is. This thing would hold 4 eyeshadows like pictured on the cover of our group. That was supposed to be her hostess gift, and then she was going to fill it 1 eyeshadow for every 3 guests because she had about like 16, 20 people RSVP and about 30 people invited, and the hope was that she could basically fill her palette for free. So I'm going to be using one of these blush colors. I believe it's the Shy Blush, and I'm using our cheek brush. You might not notice this at first, but it has a dimple right here. The idea is that it can contour it or a little bit to make it more rounded. I can use the top or I can use the bottom. I'm going to use the bottom and just do a hint of pink right on my cheeks here. And you might notice I'm starting around the temple. I'm going to about 2 inches to the nose, and I'm not going to go crazy with a lot of other colors. And I kind of forgot to mention, we have contouring sticks and highlighting sticks, partly because I don't have a lot of discolorations, but I'll just show you. This green is used for correcting redness, and it cranks up and down so you get more product out. There's a yellow for counteracting, sorry, purple for counteracting yellowness or dullness. So maybe certain spots on my face that are not so, happy color-wise. I'm going to just toss these in here since I didn't actually demo them. This is all my personal demo product. I've been demoing all my personal product because I'm at home because of COVID. And so I have my own set of products, and I have the set that I use with clients. And then of course there's the set that I use for display. So there's also a contouring stick. This is the lighter of the two shades. So if I really wanted to go nuts, and I could contour here and then use a blending stick. Yeah, a blender. Usually when I'm using it with foundation, I use it wet. Right now I'm going to use it dry, and I'm going to blend out where I put that. So it's going to mimic the shadow in my cheek, but it's not going to look like I drew a stripe on my cheek. At least that's the point. We have this mini blender set from Christmas time, but I still have a few left. I've been giving those out as hostess gifts too. So you see it. Now I could do the sides of my nose and stuff too. But what I love is this highlighting stick. It's like a rose gold, and it's the same thing. It cranks up a little, so I can go up here just above where I put the blush, and I can put it in a couple other spots perhaps that need a little brightening, like the dimple in your lip or along the bridge of the nose. I'm going to use a spot that hasn't been used. I could use a brush too, but I'm just showing off the different tools we have. So I got a little bit of a shine, but not too much. And let me toss this in here. At some point, I like to pause and use finishing spray, just kind of like lock in what I've been doing. It's like hairspray for your face. It's actually designed for hot flashes, which is weird because if you think about it, when your body gets really warm, you sweat, your makeup would come off. It so kind of works. Next, I'm going to really quickly do the lips and then jump back to the eyes, partly because I wanted to show off this sweet little kit. This is a lip kit, which is lip liner and lipstick. And what's really nice is this is limited edition, but this is the cutest pink you'll ever see. Now I have to be quiet while you are. I'm going to draw and fill in. I hope you're still following me, Sarah. I know you're talking about your computer freezing up, and I feel bad, but I can only do so much. I wasn't going to record this. Now, if I were walking you specifically through your own makeup, I would talk to you about whether you feel your lips are too big or too small and where to draw that liner. But I love about liner is to keep your lipstick from running, the last thing you'd want. Now, since I'm doing a bold lip, I'm going to do a more neutral eye. And I think that's just, again, a personal choice, but I think you'll agree in this case, for me, bold lip works, especially with the background, with all the stuff I've got going on in my hair. And I can use both matte and shimmer. When you get older, you kind of have been told to stay away from shimmer, but I honestly believe that you can wear any. Cool, I'm glad to see that. Thank you, Sarah. The little updates are helping. So this is limited edition pink, but we have several lip liners, and I could probably match something to the lipstick or to your lip itself, and then you just use the lipstick on top of that lip liner. Does that make sense? So I'm using a classic look where you use a light highlighting color here. You use kind of a mid-tone on your lower lid, and then a contrasted color in the crease and maybe down along the lash line. So this is just a basic, like it's called a sweet cream. I don't have my colors memorized. It actually matches my eyelid. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes you don't want to look like you're wearing eye makeup all the way up to your eyebrow. This is not me from Carrie. You know what I'm saying? So we want to keep, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm actually seeing your comments. Oh, you do love Chewbacca. Awesome. Well, you know, the thing is I'm jumping back and forth between your comments, which obviously have not updated on my phone, but I'll leave you on Messenger on the phone so that I don't lose our conversation wherever you may be. And, you know, you've been a good sport. So remind me at the end. I'm happy to send you a little something as a thank you for your time. Believe me, I appreciate anybody who showed up. I messaged everyone who had friended me. I did not go crazy trying to message everybody because I thought that might be kind of spammy. Plus, I have dinner in about 15 minutes, so I can't go on too long. But dark circles, two things about dark circles. The color corrector is great, but also we have a couple of eye creams. There's a firming eye cream for just your under eye that's really good at brightening and hydrating. And then there's one in our Time Wise Repair line. It has a zinc tip. It's a rounded tip where the cream comes up the middle, and then you just massage it in. That one's actually great for crow's feet, but you can use on the upper and lower eye. So depending on what your eye needs, I would figure out which of those two creams would be better. I wouldn't tell you to use both. That'd be ridiculous. Why spend that much money? I mean, we're not that expensive, but still, you know. And if you're 100% satisfied, great. But if you're not, you can return or exchange stuff. So like you don't get stuck. So that's good. Like, I know I've gotten a restocking fee when I tried to return like an iPad. So I would never do it to you, but the company won't do it to you either. It's sort of an official Mary Kay thing. Leave it around long enough. We're not worried. So my mid-tone color is called hazelnut. It's probably because it's my favorite coffee flavor. And it's also matte. But I'm going to go back over these colors with a shimmer just because I love shimmer. And I've you notice I'm not doing one side of my face. I really want you to be able to see. Well, I did the cheeks and the lips. It's kind of hard not to. But I can go back and do the other eye in a different look if we've got time. If not, don't worry about it. So the dark color I'm only going to do on this side is the, I want to say it's chocolate, but I could be wrong. It's like a deep fudge color. And I'm only doing it along the lash line, and I'm using a smudger. So it's a soft look. It's not like a hard line. I actually have an eyeliner. I'll be using a liquid eyeliner that's like a felt tip Sharpie. That is my favorite eyeliner. And yes, I switched to using this mirror because I feel like the lit mirror was being distracting on camera. Now, I'm not done. I'm just wanting to let you know I'm switching to what we call an angle brush. And I'm going back with our, this kind of called like a shiny copper penny. And I'm doing that in the crease. Now you notice immediately it's like super bright. Well, I haven't blended it yet. I'm going to take a minute and use the all over eye color brush, but I wanted to put this nice contrasting color right in the middle there. So we have that light color, we have the brown, we have this deep, deep brown, and then we have this. Now we have to soften it because it's way too much if it's just left like that. And the idea is there should be this nice transition between the peach, the glittery copper, that hazelnut. And as I said, I'm going to go back to a teensy bit of rose gold in the upper inside corner of my eye. This is sort of a metallic, but it's not like the same as that copper. It's much, I'm trying to turn so you can see it. It's like almost, again, don't know how well you can see that on screen. It's sort of like a light sparkle. And I'm using it to brighten up that dark corner, but not for the whole eye. So I got a little gold sparkle here, a little sparkle here. And now I'm going to put in the eyeliner. And I need both hands for this because you're not supposed to pull, but I kind of feel like I need to anchor the liner. So hopefully you're still seeing this. I'm checking my camera. Okay, I'm still on camera. And I'll scroll back down to keep an eye on the comments. Yeah, I know 4 colors is a lot, but it's not a lot if you're doing it right. So I'm holding this here so I don't pull. And I'm really just drawing a dotted line across. You can drag it either way. Eyeliner. I think when we do mascara, we open our mouth when we open our eyes. I'm not sure why, but we do. And I think it's to kind of keep yourself from poking yourself in the eye. I do not put eye makeup inside my eye well. It's always outside. It's just something I learned years ago and I've stuck to it. And I used to be a lab tech and I worked in a lab where we studied microbes, really gross stuff. So I've kind of become a germaphobe and a little paranoid. So see here how it mimics my eyelash line, but it's not super duper heavy. I'm now going to use our clear lash primer because I like it when my mascara comes off easy later. Because I'll tell you right now, the worst thing you can do is put on mascara and then you're fighting to take it off. It really sucks. And this is our limited edition Fanorama mascara. I got it backwards there. What's cool about this is it's got a flat side and a curvy side. So the idea is that you're using the curvy side first. Again, I don't know how well you're seeing that against my face. You're going in here like this with the lashes. And I will ignore that message. It's just a reminder about dinner. You're just nuking something anyway, so I don't care. It's Saturday night. It isn't something special. It's just dinner. But when I cook, I like to cook. You know what I mean? Like from scratch whenever possible. And then I rotate this so you see the flat side. And I can kind of go back in and wiggle it through and really separate those lashes. Fan them out. Get it? Fanorama. This is our Lash Love formula, but it's in with a special wand. Our Lash Love usually comes in a very straight wand. And then we had a Lash Love lengthening, which had a curved wand and I think a slightly different formulation. We have an ultimate mascara that's pretty much standard go-to. And then finally we have Lash Intensity, which is like super duper volume. And that one, it's like 10 times the volume. Seriously, you look like you're wearing falsies. Although I must say, just looking at one eye versus the other, this is the mascara. I didn't do anything special. I don't have any glue on. So I want you to really take a minute to take a peek at that. Now, as I was saying, I've been teaching Mary Kay beauty for, gosh, 10 years. And makeup is not my strength, but it is fun. I love to teach skincare because everyone's got a face and you wear it every day and you want to make sure you're taking care of it. I look better now than I did when I got married 8 years ago. Seriously, I've got like no wrinkles, hardly any worry lines, and I'm using our retinol product, which is featured on the cover of our catalog, which you may or may not have seen, and I can put a link to the e-catalog. But this stuff is awesome because not only is the retinol, pure retinol, not encapsulated like it is in our Time Wise repair set, but the Calm and Restore facial milk helps ease any irritation. Now, I haven't had any, but if you did, not too many other retinol products come with something like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. And it took 8 weeks to kind of acclimate my skin, but oh my gosh, I'm seeing like lifting and tightening. It's turning on the natural collagen I already have in my face. So I'm not needing needles. I'm not a big fan of needles. I'm actually kind of afraid of them. And I find that for me, I want to have this youthful look forever. I don't want to wait till I have problems and then try to remove them or fix them. You know, I'm kind of a preventative medicine person, or method person. Maybe that's the right word. And I think that part of anti-aging is just taking care of yourself. I use sunscreen since I was in my 20s because I had thyroid cancer and I freaked out thinking it was skin cancer, and it turned out to be hereditary. Who knew? But what's important to remember is if you take good care of yourself, you will continue to enjoy that beautiful face for the rest of your life. And it's my job to make sure you look amazing, and nobody else needs to know how old you are or what you had to do to look that amazing in the morning, whether it's makeup or skincare or whatever. Most of the time I'm like this with like nothing on. Now you might say, oh my God, that looks amazing, right? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it off because I absolutely love our oil-free eye makeup remover, and you need to see this thing in action. It's two-phase because it works on waterproof and regular. You shake it up like crazy, like salad dressing. And now I'm going to have to do this with the cotton ball off camera because I will make a mess. But basically you squirt the stuff onto the cotton ball, and I'm going to guide myself with my little mirror here, and watch how easy this makeup comes off. That was a waterproof liner, and look how quickly it's coming off. I'm not even pulling. I'm just gently wiping off. Now mascara takes a minute because you got to get the lashes on the inside, and I don't want to get cotton in my eyeball. But you can see that was just like amazing how quickly and easily that came off. Now you don't use soap around your eye because you don't want to cleanse your eyeball. You don't want to exfoliate your eyeball, right? But you do want to make sure when you clean your eye, you're using something that's an ophthalmologist tested and safe for contact lens users. Our oil-free eye makeup remover is in fact that. So anybody can safely use it. I've seen people use, oh gosh, what was it? Olive oil. I don't know about you, but if you're not careful and you leave stuff like that on your skin, the eye mites that live on your skin will go to town eating the makeup oil and whatever else you've left on your face. And they knock the hairs out. They fall right out. You have like literally eyelash fallout, and you wonder why guys have got great lashes. They don't leave their mascara on when they fall asleep at night. Seriously, like, no, I'm not kidding. They don't wear mascara, most of them. And those who do probably do remember to take it off because they probably have to look different in the morning. I have a couple of friends who are into the whole drag queen thing. So this is the reason I say that. But as you can see here, look how clean that came off. Nothing on the fingers. It all came off with the cotton ball. So now I just put my, I could use my cleanser, I could use my moisturizer, and I could go to bed. And my face is all set. But wasn't that crazy? I mean, that came off really quick and easy. You can't go wrong. And as I said, you know, this bottle is like 3.75 ounces. So it's probably too big to take on an airplane, but it'll last you. It'll last you. I'll leave that there for a minute. You can't really see it, but then the little level comes back up. It's sort of like watching Guinness. If you ever watch the foam rise on Guinness, it's almost like mesmerizing. Same thing. So I know it's 7:35. We started a few minutes late. It's time for me to go. I hope you had fun. And Sarah, I will private message you later. I would still like to give you a little something for being a good sport and watching and commenting. This is what I do. I try to meet people virtually, be fun and entertaining, not weird, pushy, or salesy. And I hope that, you know, if people like what they learn from me, they're willing to stick around and try things. I mail out lots of samples. I've restocked. You don't want to know how many samples I have. I have way too many samples. And I'm happy to be your consultant and take care of you and advise you and be of help and use to you. And if it turns out you trust me and you like me enough and you shop with me, I consider that the highest compliment and a blessing. So cheesy as that might be, my job's to serve. And when I can do it right and well, that makes me feel good. So I hope you have a great day, great weekend. And anyone who did not see this, I feel so bad because I don't know if this is recorded or not. I will check and see. It might be, but it won't be on for very long because when I close this group, it'll go away. So thanks again, Darlene. Sorry I missed you. I'll have to catch up with you. Maybe we can still find a way for you to earn this. It's waiting for you. Have a great night.